forgot my strap on my fish bag. Find out how strong this top handle is. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to MDLR Fishing. My name is Mark, and today we're on the east end of Galveston Island. This is known as Fort San Jacinto. These rocks right here, check, man, some pretty gnarly swells coming in. The tide is a little bit higher than usual, so the water is reaching right at the peak of these rocks, and that's exactly where I want to go fish, kind of where those people are fishing right there, but a little bit further down. Better watch these swells that are generated by the big ships that are out there, mainly the pilot boats that come through. They're the ones that push the biggest wakes. But I've caught plenty of speckled trout through here, and today that's what we're hoping to catch. Speckled trout. I don't think the Spanish mackerel will be here. I haven't seen many people posting, other creators on YouTube, the fishermen, posting anything about Spanish mackerel coming through yet. But you never know. So we've got a silver spoon right here, a 7-foot medium heavy power rod. It's from Old 18 Outfitters. That's their Nighthawk series. I've got a 4000 series spinning reel spooled with 34-pound braid, and then a 20-pound leader line. Looks like a good spot right here. Let's pick us a nice flat rock with some high ground. I can go right up here, fish this. We'll see what the tide is doing. I'll check the conditions here in a second. Got to be careful whenever you walk across these rocks. They are super slippery. Right now I'm wearing some wading boots, and they're designed to be used with some cleats. You just screw them in on the bottom, and what they do is help to give you grip on the rocks. It's not a sure thing, but it's better than nothing at all. A lot of the things that I'm talking about, they will be linked in my video description down below if you care to see about the gear that I use. All right. I took a 14 1000 count for that 1 ounce spoon to get to the bottom. I'm just going to do a straight retrieve right now, and then we'll vary it up every cast. This is the biggest one that we got. That's a 3/4 ounce. That'll get down there pretty quick. This one is a 1/2 ounce. We'll just start with the 3/4 ounce. That's what we're looking for. A 6-inch jerk shad. Yeah, good enough. Kind of went a little cockeyed right there. Should be good enough though. All right, let's see what we can do. All right, we've been going for about 45 minutes, no bites. I varied my retrieve with this one as well, letting it hit the bottom, bouncing it, and kind of like a diagonal jigging, if there was such a thing. Letting it hit the bottom way out there, and then at a diagonal coming back up to the top of the water, and nothing. Nice rock to put the fish bag down, and here we are. This is really shallow right here. It's not very deep. Man, I feel like a mountain goat trying to go over all this stuff. Goodness. All right, first cast. Let's see what we can do. I'm snagged on some, yeah, there's some line out there. Oh my gosh, I don't think we're getting this one back unless we can snap through whatever line is anchored out there. Yeah, I can feel it budging. Nope, lost it. Not one bite. I haven't seen one fish caught as well. I know when to call it quits. Yeah, welcome to Freeport, Texas, y'all. I know I'm probably gonna regret this. Oh, I guess not. That's where I normally get bait from, right over there, Saltgrass Bait Shop, but they have just a black flag flying, which means it's only dead bait. Here's a secondary spot called Hookers, and they do have live shrimp. The white flag with the red writing, live shrimp. So I say I'm gonna regret this most likely because I'm not gonna get bait. I decided just to head out towards the jetty and try to use lures. The main reason is check out all the flags, how they're blowing really hard. Whenever I left home, the buoy at the water showed that the winds were blowing at 8 knots from the southeast. And I was like, man, this is 8 knots and the winds are blowing really hard. I just checked the buoy again, and now it's blowing at 13 knots from the southeast. So they picked up drastically. And if I buy shrimp, I'm probably gonna be wasting my money. So yeah, here goes the Hail Mary. I've had several people ask in my past jetty videos about my cart and have I done an updated video, which I haven't, so I'll just do a really quick segment on the cart itself. That's a made by Aluma cart. It's all aluminum construction except for the wheels, which are pretty rusted, but I mean they're still kicking right now, no issues with that. So what I put inside my cart is my bait bucket right here, just a homemade bait bucket. I've got my casting net, and that normally just goes right here whenever I do have bait inside the cart. Then my little bucket right here. I used to carry a kayak crate, but it was just too big to be able to carry all of that plus my fish bag. So fish bag right here. I got this little bucket, probably about 2.5 gallons, somewhere around there, and it's just got all the essentials: fish grip, knife, big pliers, salt, like corrosive preventer, just a few things inside there. Then we take our measuring tray. All right, got that measure board right there. A water source that can go inside here. Ice to keep the fish nice and fresh. You can chill them before you get home. I got a little folding chair, a strap to keep that folding chair held down. Right there. cleats for walking out there on those jetty rocks. And then I also take my sling pack, which has got all my tackle and everything. So that's the jetty setup right there. The buoy that I was just talking about is right here, right alongside the jetty. It's got those wind meters up there. And with 13-knot winds from the southeast, that's head on. You got some big swells, a lot of surfers out here today. We're gonna be using the 1-ounce silver spoon again, except because I had a strong feeling that the Spanish mackerel would be in the area. I've got a barrel swivel right there tied to some titanium wire leader line. That's about 3 to 4 inches in length. Another barrel swivel to kind of help with the line, like line twist. As this thing comes back through the water, it's going to be doing that and sometimes spinning around. So hopefully that'll mitigate the line twist on my fishing line. And when I got home last night, I tied on 40-pound leader line. So we've got about 6 feet of 40-pound right there. And then the setup is the same exact one, the 7-foot long medium heavy Nightfall from Old 18 Outfitters. All right, let's let that go down. And here we go, y'all. Man, I'm so excited. Hopefully we get a Spanish mackerel. The water's kind of churned up now though because those winds picked up. So that wind is really getting a hold of my line. I'm gonna swap out to a heavier spoon. We're gonna go with the 2-ounce. Let's get this guy off. And we'll go with that 2-ouncer. Take some of this. Get our spoon sprayed so that that salt doesn't crush it. There we go. Oh yeah. Goodbye. That just took a 6 1,000 count now to get towards the bottom. Makes sense. Heavier spoon, double the weight, half the time to get towards the bottom. All right, let's keep walking down towards the end. That's where I like to fish anyways. We'll just stop along the way and make a few casts whenever I have an opening. Holy moly, those swells are massive over here. Look at that. Holy cow. Yeah, it's not worth it. Right there. All right. Looks pretty straight to me. We are snagged in the rocks. I honestly don't know how that happened. Whoa, my gosh, bro. That's setup number 2 that we've lost. We're just flirting with the rocks. Man, a difficult day. First fish I'm seeing reeled in. Looks pretty good. Then I tell y'all I was going to regret not getting live bait. Yeah, that is a really nice looking trout. It's good to know that they're here. I think this reel is finally taking a poop. It's a little 1000 series, fairly inexpensive, doesn't cost much. And well, I noticed whenever I was trying to shimmy my lure free, when I got snagged, the spool locked up. I couldn't turn the crank no matter what, and so I manually turned this little oscillator, and it was like click, 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 click. Then it finally like got back on track and started working again, but now it doesn't sound so good, or it doesn't feel so good. Kind of impossible to hear anything out here right now because of the wind. 16 knots is what it's gotten up to. I should have a shrimp in here. Usually carry one, a really nice big one. Yep, here we go. There we are, the big one. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank goodness. Well, it's getting down there. I tapped the rocks right there, got lucky. No, not to do that again. Must be the rocks. I got tapped twice. Must have bumped them on the way up. I think I'm actually getting hit, y'all. I'm like swinging for the fences, getting this shrimp way out there, giving it like a 12 1000 count because I have no idea how close I am going to be to the rocks. But while it's way out there, it's getting tapped. That's the second time. I honestly thought it was the rocks. Yep. That's one. Right at the edge where the rocks are. I am so glad that I cast way out there. Oh, it's a really good looking trout too. Dinner is served, baby. Hopefully it's not going to be over 20 inches. Oh no. Come here, baby. Oh my gosh, look at that. Woo. Please don't be over 20. Oh my, it's right. It's 20 on the, actually no. Okay, so I'm gonna need you to chill out. Chill out. Close that mouth of yours. Close your mouth. Oh yes, look at that. 19 inches. Thank you, dear Lord. There we go. There we go. Let that fella bleed out, and then we'll put it on ice. Man, oh man, we just got super lucky. They're down there at the bottom. I just kept casting repeatedly, maybe 20 to 25 yards out, and counting it down to about like 6 seconds, and then I would start twitching it and reeling it in. I wasn't getting anything for the longest time. Thank goodness I decided to switch it up. So the trout are out here. I saw the guy right there catch one, and I'm like, okay, switch up to the shrimp lure. Boy, oh boy, we got lucky. I don't think we're getting it back this time. Just switched up my retrieve and it stayed down there way too long. Oh my gosh, that's the only shrimp that I got to. I have no more of them. All right, brother. We'll see you.
Yeah, same.
Good seeing you again.
Good luck next time.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll keep trying, until the sun goes down.
Yeah.
All right. Take care.
Good luck. Nice. That is a big trout. Good job. Good job.
Dan, right in the rocks. Like I was going for sheep's head.
Yeah. Good job. Yeah, I'll take it from my dad. Yeah. No, he's a keeper. 18.
Nice.
Good job. Just go on the top. All right. Thanks, brother.
Of course.
My dad will appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all's support. That's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see y'all on the next one. Tight lines, y'all.